Hello everybody, welcome back to Penakun, the channel that teaches you how to use a simple tool like ballpoint pen to express your creativity and also to draw whatever you want to draw here. Right, now in our last lesson, we teach you how to draw simple shapes, simple 3D shapes in fact. And of course, after a while of drawing, you realize that you get a bit sick of drawing 3D shapes because it's like you always draw from the same angle. This is the top view, and you realize that it's not that interesting at all. So here, sometimes you may want to learn how to draw the same object in another angle, maybe like still from top, maybe from the bottom. You view the cup from the bottom. That will actually present you with a more interesting view here. Now, in order to do that here, you will need to learn a bit about perspective. Perspective simply means the different angle, different point of view here. That's called perspective. We have here 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point perspective. So this lesson will focus more on 1 point, then we will move on further on to 2 point or 3 point here. So first of all, let us 1 point. Oops, okay. Right, 1 point perspective. Now 1 point perspective means that you simply view the object from 1 point of angle. It could be from the front, left or right, it doesn't matter because it looks about the same here. As long as you are observant of your eye level. So just imagine this is me and my head is here. Right, head is here. So in my head I have a eye, a pair of eyes. Right. So here, whether I'm looking to the left, I am looking to the front, or I'm looking to the right. Right. So where I'm looking at, where my eye level is, we will simply form a straight line. So let's draw a line here. Okay. So here, just imagine this is where I'm looking now. Okay, so of course I could be looking from here, I could be looking from here. So again, you will see this thing here. So just imagine if I'm looking here in the front here. So where I'm looking at, okay, there's a point here, right? Now what am I looking at? Okay, as we mentioned before, if you're looking at a circle, then of course where you're looking at doesn't matter. Whether you're looking up, down, or left, right, the circle will remain a circle, right? But if you're looking at, let's say, a square, a cube here, then of course it will be different. Right? So imagine I'm looking at a cube. Just imagine here, this is a cube. Okay, so I'm looking at a cube here. Of course, with the front of the cube facing me. So how would the cube look like if I'm looking upwards? If I'm looking upwards here, okay. So we can imagine the view here, looking upwards here, just by drawing a line and say I'm standing right here, and I'm looking upwards now towards. So I'm looking at the cube upwards here. Obviously, I would expect to see the bottom of the cube here, but again, if you're trying to draw freehand, sometimes you may just draw in this way. Okay, and then you realize that, oh, maybe the cube will just look like this. Right? Okay. Now you will be able to simulate the cube looking upwards here, but you realize that in real life, the lines of the cube here will not be parallel. Okay. So this is just simply a simple perspective called isometric perspective here. So in order for us to so-called simulate how the cube will look like in real life, okay, we will need so-called to learn perspective. So this is a 1 point perspective, because in real life the lines here will not be parallel to each other. Okay, that is just a simple view here. In reality, as we look further away, so imagine from here, and we are looking further and further away, okay, realize that the line here will actually converge towards our point of view here. So how would it look like in reality? We can do that just by linking the four corners of the line here with a straight line. Okay, so then we have this one. Okay, so you can see here the lines, as the cube gets longer and longer, of course the line will be narrow and narrow here. Right, so if the cube is just very short, maybe it will end here. Okay, then we realize that it will look very similar to the isometric view here. Okay, because this is just a small cube. Okay, doesn't really look much difference here. But if imagine that you're looking right up at a very long cube, then this is where you realize that this is where you realize that the cube will actually be slightly distorted. It will not be a parallel line anymore, and then you realize that as you go further and further away, the line will converge together towards a point. Okay, so this is where you have a perspective. Now this is how things will really look like. Okay, if you take a picture, you realize that as the thing go further and further away, it becomes smaller and smaller, and of course it will be converging towards one point here. Right. Now, of course, if you want to add a bit more so-called convincing things here, convincing lines here, as you try to like divide the space here, okay, you could also make the space like as we go further and further away, the lines will actually be right. So you can see here. As we go further and further away, the lines will be closer and closer together. And of course, as the thing become nearer to us, things will be bigger, and the space will be more. As the thing goes further away from us, of course, you see the lines here get narrower and narrower, and eventually it will become like some black lines here. Right. So this is the one-point perspective looking at the top here. The same thing will happen if you're looking at the bottom. Just imagine I'm standing here on top of a mountain, and I'm now looking down, okay? And maybe I'm looking down at like maybe some building, okay? I would expect to see the roof of the building here. So imagine this is just a building. Right? Just use a simple rectangle. Okay? So this is the building, the front of the building here. I would expect to see the top of the building. So again, how will it look like? Right, so you will see that. Okay, same thing here. If the building is right, so that's the building, and of course maybe you add in some more some things here, rooftop. Okay, right, so this is how you will look like at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, I'm now looking down towards the rooftop, towards the building, so I will see, of course, okay, then I will see, like, you will see the building. So you're looking from sky down towards. Okay, now you realize that if you look at some pictures that's taken from this angle, you will look similar here. Same if I'm looking down towards the bottom. Right, of course, you will get the same effect here. Okay, so this is the one-point perspective. You could actually try out, and of course try to like maybe like create a more complicated drawings here, right? So in the next lesson, we will start to explore 2-point and also maybe eventually 3-point perspective, so that you have more tools at your hands to actually draw more creative drawings here. Hope you enjoy my lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Bye.